Hi there, James Savage from National Club Golfer. I'm down here at Moor Allerton Golf Club in Leeds, and today I'm testing out the new Cobra King F8 fairway and hybrid. So what's the technology that we've got in these two clubs? Well, as you can see there, we've got the rail technology on the sole. Cobra say that just helps it, helps the club glide through the turf a little bit better. It's something that we saw Ricky Fowler, using. He actually asked Cobra to add that for him. They put it on his clubs. He really likes it, and now we've got it on their hybrids and on their fairways. So, like I say, same as the driver, we've got this sort of grey and black design, which I like on the fairway because you've got the sort of carbon and the grey, and I think that looks really nice. But just on the hybrid, you've only got the grey, so I'm not as big a fan of that. We've got adjustability on the fairway wood there, so we can adjust the loft. I've got it set at 14.5 degrees here, but it actually goes from 13 to 16. So that's pretty cool. We've not got any moving weights or anything on either of these clubs. And something that's really cool this year from Cobra, we've actually got their Arccos Cobra Connect system in the grip, so you can track all your stats when you're out on the course. We're big fans of Arccos. We've done reviews on it before. We think it's a great piece of kit. So I'm going to set the launch monitor up in the shack. I'm going to hit a load of shots with both. Like I said, I've got a 19-degree hybrid. I've got a 14.5 degree 3-wood there. So I'm looking for sort of 190 carry, 200 total from the 19 degrees, and I'm hopefully going to get about 220 yards of carry from the 3-wood. So like I say, we're set up in the shack with a GC Quad. We'll come back to you with some numbers soon. Okay, so just got a little bit of data and feedback for you on the King F8 hybrid and fairway wood. I was hitting these using James Whitaker's Foresight GC Quad just to get some sort of like carry and ball speed numbers. Starting off with the hybrid, you may know from previous videos that if I'm hitting a 19-degree hybrid like this, it's a club that I use out on the course. I'm hoping I can get the carry up to 200 yards, and I got that with this club, so that was really pleasing to see. They're probably averaging more about 190, but when I've really got hold of one, I've got that 200-yard carry number. So I know from that on a really good shot, this performs just as well as any of the hybrids I've tested out this year. I currently use the Callaway Big Bertha OS, and like I say, I know that when I hit that well, that carries 200 yards. So that's a thumbs up for the performance there of the F8 hybrid. I'm not as big a fan of the look at address of that sort of grey look at address, whereas I quite like the grey on the driver because you've got the sort of like blending in with the sort of like that black carbon look as well, whereas this is just the overall look is just more grey, and it's just not for me really in terms of from a pure styling point of view. But I'm liking the feel off the face, the sound and the carry is all excellent. So onto the 3-wood here. This was in 14.5 degrees of loft, so that's a fairly strong 3-wood. I do like to carry a 3-wood out on the course because I like to use it off the tee and I like to use it off the deck. I was hitting this off the deck today. I'm not going to say hitting a 3-wood off the deck is one of my strengths, but I was really pleased with the carry numbers that I was getting out of this. I was carrying 218, 212, and from my driving numbers that's sort of like good gapping, if you like. Like I say, my driver, I can get up to sort of 235, 240, 220 with my 3-wood. That's what I'm looking for. I think this is one of the best Cobra 3-woods that I've ever hit from, like I say, not just looking at the ball and looking at the numbers, but just from the sound and feel as well. The whole Cobra F8 range, from the irons to the woods to the driver, it's really impressive, and it's a marked improvement on the last two sort of Cobra King F ranges, if you like. So got some numbers there for you to see on the hybrid and the 3-wood. It's a huge thumbs up for me on both, really. I think that the range as a whole, a lot of people should be trying these out because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I think you should be factoring in Cobra into your decisions with your purchases in 2018. Good adjustability, loads of tech. We've got the sort of like the baffler, sort of like the rail technology on these clubs, which is going to help it glide through the turf. We've got the Arccos Cobra Connect, throughout the clubs for Cobra this year, whether it be just the drive or you want the, in the irons or in the fairways and hybrids. So, yeah, a really good package from Cobra this year. I think you can agree from the numbers that they're stacking up with the other brands, with the Callaways and the TaylorMades. You can tell from my feedback that I'm liking the looks, I'm liking the sound, I'm liking the feel. There's nothing not to like, so post your comments below. If you've ever played Cobra clubs before, if you're looking to use Cobra for the first time and you've got any questions about the more on the performance, specs, SRPs, anything more on the Arccos, anything more on the adjustability, post them down below. I'll get back to you straight away and we can have a debate about it. It's all good fun to be debating about the tech and just performance of these golf clubs. So thanks very much for watching and we'll see you again soon.